Hi, this is Leslie Turner with the Turner Group in Phoenix, Arizona, and thanks for joining me for episode 5 of Real Talk about real estate. Today I want to talk about for sale by owner properties. If you're a homeowner and you need to sell your home and you're thinking, I'll save myself a few $1,000s and do this on my own, I'm talking to you. I'm sure you won't be surprised to hear that as a professional realtor, I think it's a terrible idea for you to try to sell your home on your own. And let me just give you a few of the reasons why. First, if you hire a professional realtor to come to your house, they are going to be able to give you suggestions, easy, inexpensive things you can do that are going to improve the value of your home and increase your net number that you're going to receive when you sell your home. That's a benefit. Number 2, active qualified buyers who have been pre-qualified by a lender and who are ready to purchase a home, work with realtors. And if a buyer is working with a realtor, they're not looking on for sale by owner sites. Because I can tell you this, as a professional realtor, the first thing I do when we start working with a buyer is tell them, get off the internet. Let's set up a search through the MLS where you're going to receive properties every day that fit your criteria, and that's the way we're going to search for a house. And you don't need to be out there scouring the internet looking for options when there are plenty of options that exist within the MLS system. If we had a really tight market and inventory was super scarce, then we'd move past the MLS. But we haven't been in that situation in Arizona for a good long time. And as long as a buyer can find a home that fits all of their needs by looking through the MLS, they're just not going to be looking. They're not even going to know that your home is for sale. If I went back and tracked all of our buy-side deals for the last 5 years, less than 1% of them would be for sale by owner properties. So as a for sale by owner, we generally call that off the market. You're clearly not visible to qualified active buyers. Number 3 is if you are not intimately aware of all of the clauses in the Arizona purchase contract, it's just very dangerous to try selling a home on your own, particularly if the buyer has an agent. So let's say you're selling your home on your own and a realtor brings a buyer to your home and they want to write an offer, and you say, okay, I'm willing to work with a realtor if you bring the buyer. So great. Now you're going to be paying a commission to the buyer's representation while having no representation of your own. And no matter how great of a person that realtor is, their job is to represent the interests of their client, which in many cases will be opposed to your interests. So even in writing up the purchase contract, there are at least a half a dozen places in a purchase contract where a realtor could make modifications or ask for things that are in their client's, the buyer's, best interests and not in your best interests. And to be honest, most of the time you won't even recognize those things are there because they look normal and you don't know otherwise. You don't have a professional agent on your side who's able to say, no, that's not fair. That's not the way this is going to go. So that's a big one. Understanding the contract and how it works is the number 1 area where for sale by owner sellers get themselves into trouble. But the last one, and the most important one, is that the National Association of Realtors compiles data from across the country, and they compare for sale by owner numbers to realtor-assisted sale numbers. And no matter how far you go back, you're looking at somewhere between 9 and 16, 17% higher sales price when you work with a realtor versus doing a for sale by owner. So let's take the low end of that. If it's a 9% difference working with a realtor and you're paying 6%, you're still making 3% better by working with a realtor than trying to sell it on your own. So why take on all the risk? Why take on all the frustration? Why be in a position where you're allowing people you do not know enter your home, look at your stuff, when you could easily hire a professional to represent your best interests, to help you get the highest net number you can possibly get, and protect you throughout the process? To me, it's really a no-brainer, and it isn't just because I'm a realtor. I would never, go into a courtroom without a lawyer for the same reason. Anyway, so there's my pitch to all you for sale by owner people. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. You don't have to use the Turner Group, but please use someone. Protect yourself. It's important. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next week.